Morning, algebra. Today we are going to learn about into our next unit. Don't forget, by the way, I do want you to go over your test from equations and inequalities and make any corrections. But today we're moving on. So today is 9, 12, 18, and we are going to do arithmetic sequences, and we're also going to do geometric sequences. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this. I think it is pretty straightforward, and we shouldn't have any issues. So I'm going to do 11 and 12, and then 13 and 14. Okay? Remember, you can always pause the video if I'm going too fast. Ms. Kowalski's kind of racing the clock this morning, so I apologize. So first, we are going to do arithmetic sequences, and so the foldable that I gave you is going to look like this, okay? But first, let's go ahead and just take some notes. So what is it? Arithmetic. Okay, you're probably going to be something that adds, okay, in the name. This is a sequence. I may have to do 2 videos of this, one on arithmetic and then one on geometric, okay? A sequence or series is arithmetic if the difference between the terms is constant. Okay, so what does that mean? It's the same thing that you're adding over and over and over again, okay? All right, so the beauty of sequences is, so let's say that you had, we'll start with an example. I'm sorry. Let's do this example. If you had the numbers 11, 8, 5, and 2. This is your first number. This is your second number. This is your third, and so on and so on and so on. Okay? So sequences is beautiful because you can create a formula to find, let's say, the 21st term. Do you want to do, okay, so what am I doing? I'm subtracting 3, aren't I? 8 to 5 is subtracting 3. So I have a constant of subtraction, don't I? So what does that mean? The formula above, a to the n, okay? A to the n means the nth term. And in my case, I'm looking for the 21st term. So if I want to know the 100th term, I would put in 100 here, okay? It's always equal to a to the 1, which is your first term. And my first term in this sequence is 11, okay? Plus n minus 1, okay? That is 1 less than number of terms. Okay? Because think about it. You have your first term already, so I want to add up the rest of them. And then you have D, which is your common difference. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, and I'm going to glue that down in just a second. So if I were doing this formula, I have my a to the 1 is equal to 11. I need the nth term, which is 21. I'm looking for right here, okay? And then I have the difference is equal to negative 3. So I write my formula. So a, the 21st term, is going to be equal to 11 plus 21 minus 1 times -3. And that equals 11 plus 20 times -3, which is equal to 11 minus 60 is equal to -49. And if I got a positive 49, how could I justify my answer? If in other words, if I left off that negative, how can I be reducing? In other words, my numbers are getting smaller. Eventually, I'm going to get into negative numbers, aren't I? So always keep that in mind of a way to justify your answer. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 more examples on the left. And what I want you to do is I want you to practice by yourself, and then I want you to check it on the video. So I'm going to go ahead and just work through them, and you can pause it right now. Okay, I'm going to flip over on the left. So we're going to practice. I want you to do 5, 10, 15, and I want you to find the 18th term. And the second example, 7, 14, 21, 28, and I want you to find the 38th term. If you don't feel comfortable with this right now, go ahead and just follow along. So remember that I'm going to label my unknowns. So my a to the first is going to be 5. That's my first term. My n is 18, because that's what I'm looking for. That's my unknown. And my common difference is 5. What am I doing? I'm adding 5, aren't I? Okay. So my rewrite my formula, but so my 18, I'm sorry, it's going to be 5 plus 18 minus 1 is multiplied times 5. So my 18th term, 5 times 17 times 5 is equal to 5 plus 85 and 90. And that's a whole lot easier than just keep on adding 5. And we just put it into a nice, neat little formula. Okay, so what am I doing? So I'm adding the first term, and I know that I'm going to be adding, because remember when you're adding, let's say you have 20 terms, you're only adding 19 times, aren't you? You're adding that 5. And so that's why we subtract that 1. Okay? All right, so my a to the 1 is going to be 7. My n, I'm looking for 38. And what was the last one? My difference is 7, because I'm adding 7. Okay? So I have 7 plus 38 minus 1 times 7. If you do the math. Okay? All right, I am going to stop it here, and this was the arithmetic, pretty straightforward, and I'm going to do geometric in the next video.